Oh, Wonder Woman? Explaining my mug? And then, yeah, she is right here too. Okay, I have a slight obsession with Wonder Woman. She's sort of my idol. When the TV show came out, I was 12 years old and I just had never seen anything like it in my life. I mean, soon as the going got tough, you saw this woman who was seemingly demure and sweet and beautiful and all of that. She could transform into this superhero and just get the job done. It wasn't about her trading in her femininity or her intelligence. She wasn't vindictive towards other women. She was just her. And the lasso and the bulletproof, bracelets. I mean, that sort of superhuman power associated with being a girl. I'd never seen anything like it. I'm still the 12-year-old girl. I try to talk her off the ledge every once in a while, but I'm still the 12-year-old girl.
You have no idea, do you? Or did you choose not to know? Your husband stole $2 million from me.
Steve McQueen, literally, he came to my house to ask me if I wanted to do it. I said, here's the thing, I do want to do it. Even if you didn't even have a script, I want to do it. What drew me to the part, first of all, it wasn't written for an African-American woman. It wasn't written specifically even for me. I love that. What that says to me is that someone just wrote a woman.
My husband left me the plans for his next job. All I need is a crew to pull it off.
Why should we trust you anyway?
Because I'm the only one standing between you and a bullet in your head.
She goes on a journey, and once again, it's going back to Wonder Woman, sort of tapping into her power. This is a woman who seemingly loses everything. And then in order to keep what little she has left, she has to tap into herself and perform something that wouldn't be considered nice. And then she also has to team with other women and convince them. It's a woman using all of her powers. The power of persuasion, the power of understanding your worth, the power of community and banding with other women, of healing from her own grief, of tapping into her anger, which is something that women don't want to do because it's not considered nice. She's got to do all of those things in order to get her life back, in order to survive. I love it. It's not just being an action hero and, showing your body and, kicking somebody's ass. It's about real empowerment.
Now, the best thing we have going for us is being who we are.
Why?
Because no one thinks we have the balls to pull this off.
It's about taking risks. It's about not allowing these men to just drive your life. And then now that they're gone, to allow yourself to whittle away like, a dead flower. You have to save you. Steve would always say, once I really understood that, I'm gonna die one day, everything else is easy. So it's like, let's just do it all, Viola. Leave it all on the floor. Don't even listen to me. Don't listen to any other voices in you. Do what's in your gut. And then if you go in a direction that he feels like, let's chisel that away. He has the language to be able to bring you to that kind of perfect performance, I think. One of the things I always do with my characters anyway, I always associate it with someone or something that I've known or been exposed to in the past. Back in the day, the Actors Studio and Sanford Meisner, they would always say, observe life. Because I think that's what people want to see on stage and on screen. So that's what I plug into. I'm a constant observer. With Veronica in Widows, I think of my friend Julie Tager Norris, who lost a child. I think of what her eyes look like. I listen to her testimony. I've talked to her on the phone. And so if I have to play a woman who's lost a child, besides using my own imagination and thinking, but I think about her, you know, because what better example am I gonna get? That's what I use. Usually it works, for me anyway. And then I always give myself permission to go there because I think that we get into the film acting thing. You know, everything's gotta be small. Everything's gotta be compressed because the camera's there, and that's true to a certain extent. But sometimes there are moments in life, and maybe because I've been exposed to it, I just have, sometimes emotions in life are big. I'm revealing myself. I like all the locked up shows, Locked Up, Maximum Security, and I binge watch Wild Wild Country, which is about the cult in Oregon. Well, you know, I have an 8-year-old. Stranger Things, Lost in Space. So much of my stuff is nostalgic. And that's about it, other than, you know, the cartoons I'll sit and watch with Genesis. That's it, Lost in Space, Stranger Things.